Are we answering these out loud, or are they?
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
just-
I just wasn't sure how the, okay.
Yep.
So our first question is, how does nutrition assessment process differ from other professions' assessment processes, and how are they different?
Same.
Oops, sorry.
Or-
Oh, sorry, how are they the same?
Assessment, how's it different?
And how's it
the same?
Yeah, so I think a lot of the data that is collected, so it's in nutrition, it sounds like it's patient reported, or like the patient kind of has to work with you to get the data. Whereas like in PT, there are a lot of objective signs that I may be able to elicit in the clinic that they wouldn't be able to give me outside of clinic. So the patient has to work a lot more to kind of show you what they need
Yeah.
in nutrition.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
Sounds
that's
like-
true.
Right, and then we would obtain lab values from like the doctor, if they would sign a release form, and then, so that's kind of different since this is an outpatient setting. If we were in a hospital or something, we would have access to like doctor's notes and lab tests.
I think as far as like the social work, it's the same as far as being like a client-centered approach. But the difference I have wrote down is it's based more on the self-report of the client versus in social work, it's like the clinician reports and observes.
There's a lot of self-reporting.
Anything else?
So in speech language pathology, when we do some feeding or swallowing, first thing we want to do is we want to ask, what do you guys eat at home? Not only to address like things that they might be allergic to, but also things that they would be willing to adapt to. And I think just like with you guys, by catering to what they're going to do, it facilitates an improvement more so than just this little block of time. So I think that was similar for us.
Megan, did you
I did, well,
have a response?
response. I just thought the education piece, I think the first time that you're meeting anybody, there's a lot of education that's involved. So on either end, so they're kind of educating you about themselves and like what they want to get back to, but you're also educating them like what you can provide for them as well.
So then we had any suggestions on how we could have used the segue framework differently? No, it's okay. Did anything surprise you about the nutrition counseling session?
Disclaimer, this was more outpatient. Inpatient would be like in the hospital in 5 beds and,
And also this was a very condensed version.
yeah.
Normally they're 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and then there probably would have been more of an education on the heart healthy diet had it been longer.
And then,
I had something.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's reacting, like when somebody says, I drank this much Mountain Dew and I eat this much meat in a given day. How you can handle sort of how you react to some of these things where you'd say, wow, I wouldn't do that, but
Yeah,
okay.
right.
So
Just
I don't know if anybody else has been in that situation where someone's reports something to you and you say, and how do you get better at masking that kind of reaction? I don't know.
to be disclaimer also, none of us are angels either, so, we've had our fair share of sweets and pop every now and then.
Good point.
So it's
So
all
you
about relatability. with
Remind
people.
yourself of that too. Okay, good.
And then we had one more question. Do you see yourself interacting with this type of patient in your profession?
Yeah,
And that was it.
great, thank you.